Today I'll show you how I took this table. It's kind of an old table we've had around for a while. I think I paid about $45 for it. It's heavy, but it doesn't have any wheels. It's hard to push around. I want to get the height up a little bit, and I want to make it mobile so I can move it around, take it different places. And I'm going to do that with these 4-inch caster wheels that I got for Home Depot for about $20. So $45 table, $20 worth of wheels, and I'm going to make a table that's going to double or triple in value. Interested? Here we go. Just measured this table. It's 5 feet long and 34 inches wide. It's got to weigh somewhere between 60 and 80 pounds, so it's pretty rugged and tough. It's got a nice lived-in look on the top. This could be a dinner table. I want it as a workbench, as kind of a place to shoot some of my projects. And the wheels, nothing special. 2 of them are lockouts, and 2 of them are regular. Standard swivel wheels, 3/8 inch bolt. The lockout wheels, I'm going to put 2 in the front and these 2 rollers on the back so I can lock out the wheels and just get the height up so it's a little more workable. I've turned the table over and I've noticed that there's some footings on there, which is good because there's already some holes in place. And if I'm lucky, it's going to be 3/8 inch. So let's see how that goes. All right, so the great reveal. No. It's even less than a 1/4 inch. But there is a hole there. Even though this is a 3/8 inch or 6/16 inch bolt and T-nut, you're going to need something a little big for this collar. So I have a 7/16 inch drill that I'm going to put in this hole so that I can put this in and match it up. Do a quick fit check. Yeah, that's going to go. So I'm going to clean up the hole and hammer this in place. It's important that all the prongs are facing up, so kind of get them in place. Tap it. Yep, and that's solid. Now just do that 3 more times for the rest of the table. All the T-nuts are in place now, and it's just a matter of putting the wheels in. It's fairly easy, just spin them on. And these, by the way, I really like because it has the center plastic with the polyurethane rim. One of each of the lockout wheels up front, which will actually be the back when I flip over the table, and then just the regular wheels on the back. Now there's a bit of a gap there that I'm not too concerned about, but we'll see how it works. It was a bit wobbly, so I pulled on it, and lo and behold, the T-nut came out. T-nuts are designed specifically for compression. I noticed this hole is right around 1 inch. So I've got a 1-inch Forstner bit. I'm going to put it in here. And then I have a little tape flag that gives me the indication of just under 1 inch. So here we go. And you just want to keep drilling. When it gets bound up like that, that means you're not doing it level. See? Alright. Because when the flag starts wiping the area clean, I know it's long enough. Just happen to have a 1-inch dowel, and this is oak. I like oak because it's a little stronger than pine, and I'm going to drill a hole in it. Do a fit check, goes right in there nice and good. I'm going to cut a piece of dowel, drill a hole, and mount the T-nut in here like this, and then have a compression situation, and then glue it in. I'm over here and I'm measuring this off, and that will be my cut line. Taking masking tape, I'm going to go right on this line here and wrap it around so I can get a straight cut with this pull saw. gotta make sure the wrap is straight, otherwise it just kind of defeats the purpose of using the tape. Here we go, 1 inch as long as this piece of dowel. You can see those all got bent down when I tried to put them in and hammer them in. Not such a good idea. So I'm going to just take and bend them back into here and flatten them out, because I don't need them to stick up too much, because I'm going to compression that between here and here. So that's going to roll right in here like this, and it's going to tighten down pretty good. Using a pair of needle nose pliers and another pair of pliers, I'm just bending them all down, flatten them out. If they stick up a little bit, I don't care too much. I just don't want to crack the dowel, because I'm going to be drilling a 3/8 inch hole. This is a 7/16 inch hole to make way for this part of the T-nut. The first thing I'm going to do is find the center point of the dowel as best as I can. And get fancy about this, or just kind of roll it around and see if you got close. I'm going to start with a smaller drill bit, then work myself up to the 3/8 inch. Using a center punch, I made a hole for a start of my drill bit. I think that's a 1/8 inch. And I'm going to drill it halfway in both directions to keep it as straight as possible. If I was using a drill press, this wouldn't be a big deal, but I like to use hand drills because that's what most people have. Oak's a funny thing. Sometimes it's really hard to drill. I've kind of got that in the center, so when I put the bit in, I'm going to favor this side. That's a nice, fairly nice center hole. So I'll probably start on this end with the 3/8 inch drill bit and then finish off on this end. Got the hole drilled. It's not completely in the center, but I'm just using it as a spacer. I'm going to take this little black O-ring out. Do a fit check. Yep, that's flush. So now I'm going to take the bigger drill, and I've got the little marker here, so I know how far to drill in for the sleeve of the T-nut. And I'm going to probably use the one where the circle is not as much centered. Okay, we're going to do a fit check. And that goes right in there really well. It's going to compress down. Now I take and put the like this. Tighten it up as much by hand, and then take it back to the studio. All right, we're back in the other room. We're just going to clamp down this side and just tighten this thing down as much as we can. You don't want to crack the dowel, but if your holes are done correctly, that won't be a factor. That's pretty good. I ended up taking a file and kind of cleaning up the T-nut a little bit to make sure that it fit well in the hole. In this application, I'm using Type-On, but you could use any kind of wood glue. I just happen to have this on hand. So I'm taking the glue and I'm putting it in here and just running around the side a little bit and just work it around all on the inside and slide it right in. If I did this right, it should be pretty close to the top. I'll work it a little bit, and I'm probably going to give it a little persuasion with a hammer to get it down in there. I'm not sure if you can see this, but there's about a 1/4 inch above there, and it's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted a little bit of height on there, and that is in there solid compared to what it was before. That's not going anywhere. I've done this one and this one. Now it's time to do the other two and finish this project up. It's the next day. I let this dry up overnight, although it really dried up in about an hour or so. I'm really happy I added the oak dowel pieces in here. A couple inches of 1-inch oak dowel, and it really took the design, made it probably 10 times stronger. And I can still lock this in and take it out for some reason if I want to take the wheels off. And I still have a nice oak dowel for a future project. Now, to take this beast and to turn it over. It would be helpful to have an assistant. But I want to prove to you I can do it myself. Ugh, baby. All right, there we go. There. That really raises it up well. Now I just see how height is. Its new height is right around 34 inches. Pretty stable. Lock out the wheels. It's not going to move around. But when I want to move it, nice and easy. Really happy with this. You can get these kind of tables at Habitat for Humanity, Goodwill, Salvation Army for around anywhere, believe it or not, for about $40 to $60. You put the wheels on there and you have a table that's going to last you a good long time and be very serviceable, especially for projects and as a workspace. It's going to really, really serve us well. Thumbs up and comments, always appreciated. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more builds that are going to be made on this very table coming soon.